Yes, everybody, it's your boy JustWill, and I'm back again. This time for my first ever piece of long form content. I'm sorry that sun's killing me, but this is my first ever piece of long form content. If you've been with me from the start of this channel, from the start of my TikTok and all the rest, you'll know that I've only done YouTube shorts filmed on my phone, but I've decided to step it up. The levels are going up. You guys are showing ultimate support, commenting, sharing, subscribing. So I guess I'm just gonna have to step up the levels, man. But yeah, so we're out today. I'm on my way to go get my car serviced, and then we're gonna be out. It's New Year's Eve, so we're gonna try and put a long one in, 8 to 10 hours. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be working all the way till midnight. I might finish before then, but we'll see how it goes. And as always, I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm going to catch up with you every hour or so. Obviously, if I'm really busy, I ain't going to have time to pull out the camera and do one of these videos. But yeah, in the next hour or two, I'm going to be on the road. Just about to go to the garage, get the car serviced. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys then. But if you're new to the channel, could you just take 1 second now to click that subscribe button down below? Leave a comment as well. Comments are much appreciated. A like, a share, all of the rest. I will reply to anyone, any questions you have, any queries, stuff like that. But for now, I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm off to go get the car serviced. Yes, everybody, so the car has now been serviced. Fresh oil, fresh filter, all them things. As a private hire driver, it's something we have to do quite regularly, is make sure our cars are serviced, make sure they're safe, get the brakes checked, suspension checked, and yeah, this one just passed its inspection. So we're about to hit the road for New Year's Eve. It is now 1 o'clock. I'm probably going to work until 8, 9, maybe even 10. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I went out this morning for an hour, admittedly. I made £25.80, as you'll see right here. And I'm going to deduct that from the end of the total so I can give you a look at this whole shift, or I might just leave it on there and add an hour to my working hours, because I literally was only out between 6:30 and 7:30 this morning, and I went home with that £25.80, had some breakfast, went to go get the car serviced. But yeah, it's New Year's Eve, so I'm expecting it might be a bit busy. It might be slow right now. It is only 1 o'clock. People are probably still getting ready. But yeah, I'm gonna catch up with you guys throughout the video every hour or so. Obviously, if it's really busy, I'm not going to be able to do bang on the hour, but I'll give you updates and we'll see where we get. And yeah, if you're new, again, subscribe, like, comment. If you're not new, thank you for coming back, and I will catch up with you guys in a bit. I'm about to go live on the app. So the time is now 2:10, so we're about an hour and 10 minutes in, and I've just done shy of £17, so you'll see my total, it's on £42. I'm going to say it's been 2 hours, so I'm on £42 for 2 hours, because I'm just going to count that £25.80 from this morning. But yeah, I have just accepted a trip request that's come in, and I actually matched with it. But what is with this trip radar, I'm pretty sure some of it's fake. Like, I literally click it straight away sometimes because the offer's great, and it's not so great. But I've just accepted the Uber Comfort, so I'll catch you guys in the next hour. It has been a bit slow, so hopefully this is the time it picks up. But yeah, I'll catch you in a bit, and I'll see you in a second. So the time is now 3 minutes past 3. We have currently, I think the total is, it's £63.30. So that means we've done like £21 in the last hour, which is quite good. I've had 1 Comfort, 2 X's. But you know what, I had a really good trip, you know. I picked up, it was an old boy with his missus. He was going to the local, and we were just having a nice conversation. They was like, "Oh, you're gonna be out tonight?" I said, "Not really. I'm avoiding all the drunks. I'm not having no one be sick in my car, or anyone that's in an aggressive mood or had a bad night." So anyway, we was getting on, and I was like, "Yeah, well, I don't mind drunk people. I don't mind them. I don't mind the loving ones, the ones that when they get out of my car, they're like, 'I love you, thank you.' All them people, I love them." And it was quite funny, because at the end of the journey, they both got out of the car and they was like, "We love you, thank you." And it was, do you know, it was just funny. It was nice to have that little interaction. And then I had another trip, and it was actually, I was actually shocked, because the customer had paid like £5.80 for the trip. I think they must have had a promotion, because I got paid, if I have a look, yeah, I got paid £7.63 for that trip. And when I was with that customer, they were saying, "Yeah, we're gonna go out," and they was like, "Oh, by the way, do you know if it's going to be hard to get a taxi at like 2 o'clock in the morning?" And so I let them know that I've seen a few things online. People are going to be turning UberX off, and it's just going to be like UberX Priority, Uber Comfort, and there's probably going to be a bit of disruption. And to be fair, because it's a busy time, it's busy anyway, so it's going to be hard to get a taxi regardless. So I advised them to reserve, and they're trying to do that while they're in the car, and they're like, "Oh, UberX isn't coming up." I was like, "All right then, love. How's about you try UberX Priority? You might have a bit of a better shot." And she was like, "It's only £6 more. Yeah, I'll go for that." So she's tried to go for that, and Uber hasn't allowed her. Apparently, Uber's not letting people reserve a trip today between the hours of midnight and 2 a.m, which is just absurd, because people would rather reserve and know that they've got a journey to go home, like a safe journey home. And in the end, I told them, you know what? Call the local base, see if they can sort you out. And that's exactly what they did. They called the local base, and the local base sorted them out there and then. They've like, yep, no worries, we'll be able to pick you up from there, drop you there. You're all booked in, and yeah, you can pay by card, so on and so forth. And this is just for anyone that watches this that gets a taxi. Sometimes it's better to just call your local base. The driver's paid better, so he's usually happier, or she, because there is female drivers. But yeah, so they're usually happier. The commission's set, so we know what the commission is, and we've agreed to that. Whereas with Uber, they take 3 to 49%. I had a journey earlier where the rider had paid £6.93, and I only got paid £5. So in my calculations, that's nearly 40% of the fare that they took off me. In fact, I think it's like 39%. Now I know, like the other fare, the last one I just did, they'd paid £5.80, and I'd got paid the £7 like. And I get that, there is times that happens, but it's definitely more often than not that the customer's paying like £7 and we're getting paid £5. Whereas with the base, we know if they're paying £7, we're taking home £5.80, £6 of that, not £5, £4.80. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you're watching this, support your local bases, people, because Uber's killing us. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy Uber. I only accept what I want to do, which is why sometimes my earnings are different to others. But doesn't mean it's right that they're taking all this money. Just because I'm accepting fares that are reasonable to me doesn't mean it's okay that they're taking all this money from the customer and even from the driver. We're the ones that foot all the bills to drive the passengers around and make the app what the app is. I know they do all the development and marketing and so on and so forth, but we genuinely, without the drivers, the app don't exist, does it? But with all that said, I've rambled on a little. The map's looking a bit busy. Not had an offer just yet, but I'm sure one will come in very soon. So I'll catch up with you guys in the next hour. Yes, everybody, so the time is now 3:45, but I did go offline at 3:30, so I'm only going to count the 30 minutes. I am currently on £71.30, which means we've done like just shy of 10 quid in that 30 minutes. I got a job going towards my house, so I decided I'm going to take it. I'm going to go home, I'm going to have a little break, spend some time with the kids, and I'm going to come back out for 6 o'clock. So I will see you guys after my break. The time is now 5:30. I've been out for 30 minutes. I came back out at 5, which is an hour earlier than I intended. But the reason behind that is because I want to go home for 10. I know it's going to be really lucrative and really busy between 10 and 5 a.m. I get that, but I'd rather spend the time with my family and see the new year in with my family. But yeah, I'm back out. I've got a target to hit. Hopefully I hit the target by 10 o'clock so I can go home. And then yeah, I'm going to call it a day. It has been busy. I'm on £84, which means I've done £13 more than when I went home in the last 30 minutes. So that's a strong indicator of how busy it's going to be today. Hopefully it stays this busy. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys very shortly. Yes, everybody, so the time is now 7:30, and I have got to £130. I've basically almost hit my target of £150 for the night, and then I've ended up in Redditch somehow, and I'm from Birmingham, Solihull, so I've ended up quite far away from home. But somehow I ended up getting a job from here, pretty much going home, which takes me above my target. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll be right back to let you know about that job and my final totals and how the night has been overall. Yes, my people, so the time is now 9 o'clock, which means I'm officially drawing to a close. I'm outside my house. I have made a total of £159 and something pence. The exact total will be somewhere over here. But you know what? It's been really busy and it's been really good. I somehow managed to go from Solihull into Redditch, and then Redditch into Birmingham City Centre, which was my last job actually, which was actually quite a nice job. I picked them up from Redditch to Birmingham City Centre. It was paying £24. Wasn't the greatest, but I needed to get back to Solihull because I don't know Redditch, and I know drivers go to different cities all the time, drive in different cities, but I prefer to drive where I know. Purely because if I know the place, I'm going to be quick around there, aren't I? But yeah, it's been a really good night. £159. So I'm above target. My target was only 150. I could go out and chase more. I've still got, I think, 3 hours and 40 minutes drive time left on my app. So I could go back out and make more and chase the money. But word of advice to anyone that does anything like this, make sure you prioritize time for yourself, your family, your well-being. I've done 7.5 hours, but it's felt like I've done 12. It's been really long. I haven't had time to stop like I normally would, and I'd get out the car, walk around the car, get that blood flow going again. But yeah, because it's been so busy today, that's not been a possibility, but it's not a problem. Done the 7.5 hours. I'm now ready to wrap it up. I'm happy with what I've took. It's just over £20 an hour, I think. The exact totals will be somewhere on the screen. But yeah, if you've watched the video and you've got all the way to the end, I appreciate you for that. Make sure you're subscribing if you're not subscribed, because a lot of my watch time does come from people who aren't subscribed or don't follow my page. And yeah, I hope everybody has a brilliant new year. By the time you're watching this video, it'll already be 2026. I believe it will be the 1st or 2nd of January. So I hope your New Year's Eve went well. I hope you've entered the new year well, not too hungover. And yeah, I hope this year brings a lot for you guys. As we enter the new year, I am going to be doing a lot more content. I'm going to be doing day in the lives. I'm going to be doing Q&A sort of stuff, advice. And I might even do a video showing people how I got into taxi driving, well, private hire driving, should I say, and the way that I did it, because I do get asked quite a lot. But if that's something you'd like to see, comment below. And if you are a private hire driver, I'm very new to this, so if you have any advice or tips, I would more than appreciate you guys dropping that in the comments. And yeah, if you're not a private hire driver and you're looking to sign up, it's a job I would recommend if you're willing to put in the hours, the work, and you're ready for them dead days, because you have got to be persistent in this job. There is times where I've been sat around for an hour with no jobs, no fares, and it just is what it is. You take the rough with the smooth in this trade. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. £159. I'll take that as my last, like, for my last day of 2025. And I'm about to go in and just chill out and see out the new year with my family. So thank you for watching, people. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, it's been your boy JustWill. Peace out.